From News Center 8, this is an Election 88 update.
Good evening, I'm Robin Swoboda. As you've learned if you've been watching CBS News, it appears to be a very good night for George Bush and Dan Quayle, and locally it is no different. The Republican ticket, the popular choice of Ohio voters, by 58 to 42%. Even in heavily Democratic Cuyahoga County, Bush is leading Dukakis by 58 to 42%. Howard Metzenbaum appears to be on his way to a third term. The Democrat leads George Voinovich 55 to 45%. And in Cuyahoga County, George Voinovich's backyard 65 to 35%. In the 11th District congressional race, the most expensive and bitter campaign, it looks like this. Dennis Eckert leading his opponent Margaret Mueller 59 to 41%. In the contest for Cuyahoga County Commissioner, incumbent Mary Boyle leading Mary O'Malley 67 to 33%. Incidentally, this is O'Malley's third bid for the county seat. In the other commissioner's race, incumbent Virgil Brown handily defeating his opponent Jeffrey Johnson, the Cleveland City Councilman. Issue 1 and 2 for Cleveland voters, allowing 2 new cable companies to get a piece of the cable action here in Cleveland, are both winning. As of this hour, Issue 1 has 70% of the votes for, 30% voting against. Issue 2, 66% of the yes votes, 34% no. Issue 3, the intangible tax issue that would tax corporations and partnerships, is also winning with 63 and 37%. Now in the race for state senate, with 3% of the vote counted in the 22nd district, Democrat Leroy Peterson is trailing Republican Grace Drake 69 to 31%. In the 24th district, Republican incumbent Gary Suldonic leads his opponent Mary Dunning 60 to 40%. Now the celebration that began about an hour ago continues at Bush headquarters. We go now live to those headquarters downtown with News Center 8's Mike O'Mara. Mike?
Robin, the bedlam that started about an hour ago has continued here. Many of the young campaign workers obviously ecstatic about the results tonight, at least the projected results, because obviously it's not really over. But as far as most of the networks, including CBS, George Bush will be the next president, and that is a very, very sweet thing for the campaign workers who've obviously been out doing their job for the last several weeks, and tonight is the celebration that they've been waiting for. We'll be here, of course, throughout the evening, but as far as the folks down here are concerned, it's all over. George Bush is president. Back to you, Robin.
Okay, thank you, Mike. And when Election 88 coverage continues, we'll have Congressman Louis Stokes live here in the studio with more reaction on tonight's election.
You know, finding a good deal on a meal isn't easy. But here's a tip. Just stop by Dairy Queen and ask for the original full meal deal. You get a delicious DQ home-style burger, crisp golden fries, your favorite soft drink, and a sundae. It's the best deal in town, all for under $2. The full meal deal only at Dairy Queen, an American original.
We treat you right.
89 for 89. At Mullinax Ford, you can vote for America and drive a 1989 Ford for just $89 a month. Let us prove that driving a new Ford doesn't have to be expensive during our 89 for 89 sale. Voters, you have a choice. You can drive a new 1989 Ford for only $89 a month, or you can choose the best-selling car in America, the Ford Escort, for just $99 a month. With over 2,000 cars and trucks in stock, you always have freedom of choice. Exercise it now during the big 89 for 89 sale at Mullinax Ford East in Wickliffe and at Mullinax Ford in Amherst.
Okay. Joining me now is Representative Lou Stokes of the 21st District. First of all, let me congratulate you on what appears to be a landslide victory on your part.
Thank you very much.
You have been in Congress now 20 years. Maybe you can shed some light on what we're seeing tonight. Mike Dukakis projected to lose. What did he do wrong?
I think he got started too late. He began to surge about 7 days ago, but I think it was just a little too late. If he had another week, yeah, I think he would have, I think he possibly could have won, but it was just a little too late.
A lot of criticism has been leveled at Dukakis for not courting the black vote. Now, Cuyahoga County is a very heavily populated county with Democrats. He lost here. How do you think that not courting the black vote affected him?
I don't think it really meant that much here in this congressional district. I think you'll find the heavy black vote in this county would be in the 21st congressional district. I think when the results are out, you'll see that he did very well, and that Bush did not do very well at all in the 21st district. There was some criticism about the fact that he just didn't spend the amount of time in the black community, and I think that's true. But I think because the leadership, political leadership in the 21st district was solidly behind Dukakis, I think that made up for it.
Okay. Now, some people say that this will be remembered as the longest and ugliest campaign, presidential campaign in their memory. Do you think that Bush and Dukakis spent too much time attacking each other and not defining their issues themselves?
I think as an office holder and as one who runs a public office, that it was not in the best traditions of American politics. I think that there were parts of it, particularly some of the things that I thought Bush did, that were revolting. And I think that the American people have to speak out on this type of thing. I think the American people should say to anyone running for the top office in the world, and that's what the President of the United States is that they want to hear the issues, that they want to hear about what the candidates are going to do for America, rather than to attack one another. But as long as they tolerate it, the candidates will do it.
How do you react to the Wall Street Journal today said that 60% of the voters said that they wished that there was somebody else that they could vote for?
Well, I think I think that's just wishful thinking.
Okay, well,
they've got a new
4 more years.
president.
Okay, thank you very much, Congressman Lou Stokes. We do appreciate you being with us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
All right, and so from percentages to opinions, we've shared things with you as they stand now in 20 minutes, or actually less than that. Tim will be back with tabulations from Stark and Summit counties. For now, we return to Dan Rather and CBS News in progress.
When one of the world's big banks needed a voice and data system, they looked at the bottom line and chose Ameritech, the information company that could custom design a system linking 50 locations today, hundreds tomorrow. A flexible system that saved space, saved staff, and saved money. When your bank won, your communication system must make sense. Dollars and cents. Ameritech. Solutions that work.
News Center 8 this morning, weekdays on TV 8, proud to be your news.